So what is the number one offer that we like to promote with our fitness memberships in terms of getting people in the door and actually signing up? Well, it's the one-on-one private introduction, and I'm going to talk about why that is right now in context of paid advertising. See, as you've seen in the previous post this week, basically when we talk about leads or types of people coming in to your business, there's going to be really three broad types. Now this top percent here, maybe like the 10% of people out there are ready to buy when they come in. It doesn't really matter when a lot of these people come in, what they come in for, and what you say to them in many ways, because they'd already decided it's really a confirmation visit and they sign up. And this is, for a lot of fitness businesses, a lot of the traffic that comes in from an organic level. They looked you up in the area, they came in, they signed up, right? And then when we get into paid advertising, we unleash a whole bunch of other people into your business. This big box here that we call the curious, and then right down the bottom we have a few people that we call the freeloaders, right? So we're not going to talk too much about them today, but they're basically the people that are jumping from free trial to free trial. Very hard to sign them up for membership, but not impossible, but we'll talk about that in another video. Today we're really talking about this group of people here, the curious, and in fact, because this is the majority of available prospects to your business, this is where most of the growth is going to occur by really tapping into this market here. Now, the reason that the one-on-one session works so well for the curious is because that unlike the people that are ready to buy when they come in, they don't really care so much about what it is that you do and your specific fitness style. What they do care about is where they are right now, their current situation, and where they want to get to. Now you might say, well, that's true for everybody. Well, it is, but people that are sort of Googled your style, they also had this additional element of, well, I want to try that thing. I want to try yoga. I want to try CrossFit. And so they're partially sold before they come in. Whereas the curious are really looking for a solution. And unless we can demonstrate exactly why this is the best, only fastest way to get from where they are to where they want to get to, they're likely to just go, I'll think about it. I'll ask my partner. Not sure if it's worth the money. And all these favorite excuses that we hear, right? So when we talk about what they want, it's all about where they are right now and where they want to get to. So what is the result? What's their target, right? Now, the reason the one-on-one session works really well is because there are hundreds of different reasons that people will come in. So one person might say, well, I've got this target here, which is about weight loss. And another person might be, well, my target is about energy. And another person might say, well, my target is about toning up, say, for example. And then you've got strength gains and all these different things. And you've got, basically, there are different reasons all over the shop as to why people would come into your facility. Now, when we talk about a group environment, a couple of problems happen. One is that when you say to someone, why are you coming in, and they're in a group environment, you're likely to get a very superficial answer because they're around a lot of strangers, not just you, but the other people in the session. So they may not be completely deeply honest as to the reason. So it might be a bit more superficial. And secondly, the other problem is, even if they do tell you the reason, but there are multiple reasons, well, now you need to spend the rest of the session explaining what you do in the context of lots of different things. So if you've, for example, got someone that wants to go from here to here, someone from here to here, and you've got someone that wants to go from here to here, well, your messaging during your introduction sort of varies, and you end up with this in terms of a bit of a spread, unclear message that you're a jack of all trades, a master of none situation, right? Now, we know there are specifics about why every fitness solution works for a lot of people, but when you outlay it like this, we don't end up with a lot of clarity, and certainly not the level of clarity that someone needs to actually decide, wow, this is the way for me to proceed with here. What do I do next, right? So how do we do it? Well, we do it with a one-on-one session. So say, for example, we get someone come in and they want this result, they want energy. Well, because we're in a one-on-one session, they might actually tell us a little bit more about what target they're looking for. They might say to you, like you might say, you've had that conversation of where are you, what have you tried, what result are you after, and they'll tell you, well, actually, look, honestly, I just want to get more energy. But in a one-on-one session, you can delve a little deeper into this, and they might open up to you a bit more and say, well, what would that mean to you? What would that mean for your day-to-day life if you had that energy? And they might reflect on that and think, well, gee, I guess it would mean when I came home from work, I would have more energy to actually play with the kids, really pay attention to my partner when they're telling me about their day, and really be present with my family. And that's what this is about. So suddenly, we're not even talking about energy. We're talking about a different goal, which is sort of further ahead. It's a, if you like, a smaller bullseye here, which is actually the impact it's going to have on their life. And now, in the one-on-one session, we can talk about where they are in terms of this. And we can talk about the path to that and what you do in a very direct trajectory that cuts through all the crap and just talks about that. And now we can deliver clarity over the rest of the introduction session as to why what you do in your particular lane of fitness is the best and fastest way to get from where they are right now to actually achieving that energy, and what that would actually mean to them in the rest of their life, right? So this is exactly why we are big proponents of the one-on-one private introduction, particularly when you're talking about paid traffic. So, hope today's video is very useful to you. If you know someone else with a fitness business and they're not next door to you, please feel free to share this video and get the message spread, and let's get more and more people actually signed up for memberships and changing their life by addressing their fitness.